It's not a total loss if you make port sauce. So let's make a little port sauce. Goes well with filet. Or with, really it's for the filet. It's almost like a red wine sauce, but it's got port in it. Let's put some heat under a pan. 2 tablespoons of butter. Now, when you buy the port, buy tawny port, but don't buy super sweet port. You don't want that. You want sort of a sherry-ish, dry-ish port. So you're gonna melt this butter down, and we've chopped up shallots, which we've done in so many episodes now that I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. I'm gonna put those shallots in there. Hear the sound? Sprig of rosemary in the pan. Let that work its magic a little bit. Swirl around. This is very easy and quite eleganza when it's made. You put it in a little gravy boat. It's red, brownish red. It's pretty elegant. Then we're going to put in some cognac. This step is not necessary. This is also superb cognac. You can use cheaper cognac. A tablespoon? I don't know. Okay. I'm going to put some salt. So we're kind of making like a base right now, like a We're gonna let this kind of really dry out in the pan. A little bit of pepper. I'm gonna put a few pink peppercorns in. They're chefy. This is Taylor Fladgate. It's actually pretty good port. It's a little bit sweet. So I'm gonna use a little bit of red wine also to cut it. Now we're gonna cook this down until it's half gone. You can also add a little bit of beef stock or chicken stock. I forgot to buy beef stock, so we're gonna use chicken stock. This just gives it another dimension, so I'm gonna put a little bit of chicken stock in there. I'm gonna put a tiny bit more butter in it now, as opposed to waiting. Now just let this go. The fancy name for putting butter in at the very end before you serve it and you whisk it in, it's called monter à beurre, which means add butter and whisk it in. Why they just can't say that. So we're just gonna let that cook, and then you basically take it off the heat until you're ready to serve. You warm it up and whisk in the butter. The port sauce has reduced by about half. So I'm just gonna very quickly strain it. And then I'm gonna press down on the solids to get the maximum amount of sauce. Like I'm a saucier or something. A quick wipe. And then I'm just gonna pour this back into the bowl. And that's ready to be served. So you can leave it there, you can reheat it when your meat comes out, for instance, pour it into a gravy boat and set it out with the meat. It's neat. You can make this a day in advance, and then you reheat it and throw a little butter in and whisk a little butter in right at the end. The maximum amount of sauce.